Tipsy Ducks in Love, Pancake Milkshakes, and Stowaway Marys? We've got some exclusive Epcot snacks you gotta hear about today on DFB Guide. Let's win Disney World. Hey everybody, it's AJ for Disney Food Vlog. Today we are headed over to Epcot. You guys loved our exclusive Magic Kingdom snacks video so much that we wanted to do one for Epcot for you too. So here are some exclusive snacks at Epcot that we absolutely love. And this is a good opportunity to quickly mention that here at DFB, we also publish a lot of books all about snacks. So we have individual snack guides for every single theme park for Epcot, Magic Kingdom, Animal Kingdom, and Hollywood Studios. We've got every snack listed, all the information you need about them in those snack guides over at dfbstore.com. Okay, here we go. First thing we're going to talk about is that flavored popcorn. This is gourmet popcorn that we love, and you can only find it in Epcot. There are 3 different flavors. There's buffalo, sour cream and chive, and cheddar. And believe it or not, they all taste really good mixed together. That's one of my favorite things to do is go get a bucket full of them and mix them all together. Now, something that I love is that on the recent Hollywood Studios popcorn buckets that have all the Pixar characters, Remy is actually eating a bucket of what I'm pretty sure is this gourmet popcorn, and because there's the 3 different colors and the 3 different flavors all mixed together. And since the Pixar characters are at different places around Walt Disney World, I think they are actually commemorating that gourmet popcorn in that popcorn bucket. So I think that's so fun. But anyway, so it's over in Epcot. It is right outside the Land Pavilion, so it's kind of between Journey into Imagination and the Land Pavilion, and it's just a little cart. So you would walk right by it if you didn't know it was there. But believe me, this stuff is better than the sum of its parts. So good. Next up, the Croissant Donut. You sometimes find the Croissant Donut, which, you guys know is the cronut, right? It was super popular 10 years ago? A long time ago it became a trend. But you can usually find it at Refreshment Port. However, over the past 2 festivals, so 3 festivals, Food and Wine, Festival of the Holidays, and Festival of the Arts, the cronut has been at Taste Track, which is a little sort of trailer, I guess, right outside of Test Track. So that is where the cronut has been for the past 6 months or so. So you'll either find it at Refreshment Port or Taste Track, depending on whether or not it's part of a festival. So you're gonna find a variety of different flavors. Sometimes they have chocolate. They had an eggnog one for Festival of Holidays. There's one coming up right now for Flower and Garden Festival, which starts next week. That one is going to be a violet blueberry vanilla cronut, so that's gonna be over at Taste Track. All right, next I want to talk about the Nudel Gratin. I love this one. This is a sleeper hit. You're never going to find this one unless you hear about it here on DFB Guide. Nobody's talking about it. So this is over in the Germany Pavilion in the World Showcase, and you'll find it at Summerfest, which is, of course, the kind of counter service location where they've got some sausages and, of course, this Nudel Gratin. So it's basically some of the best mac and cheese in Disney World. It's mac and cheese, but it's cut into this little square. It's noodles, cream, white cheddar cheese, and mozzarella cheese all baked together. So good. All right, now I have to tell you about this Pancake Milkshake. Now I teased it at the beginning of this video. This thing is so weird. So this is also over at Taste Track, and it's been there for the past 3 festivals as well. I don't know if it's sticking around for the Flower and Garden Festival, so you may want to grab it real quickly before it goes away if it is going away. What this is basically a vanilla ice cream base with, get this, butter extract, maple syrup, whipped cream, sprinkles, and a little bit of strawberry puree. Yeah, I don't know, it doesn't taste like a pancake to me, but the kids really like it. This is a definite kid favorite. I tasted it and was kind of like, this does not taste good, but your kids might love it. So this is the Pancake Milkshake that you can get over there at Taste Track for the majority of these festivals. We'll see if it sticks around, but I wanted to tell you about it. Speaking of something else that your kids are going to love, the Astronaut Snacks. These went away for a while, but then they came back. So you can usually find these over at the gift shop at Mission Space. And of course, it's those freeze-dried, ready-to-eat space food things like the freeze-dried ice cream sandwich. And there's several options of ice cream: Neapolitan, chocolate with chocolate chips, cookies and cream, mint chocolate chip. And you'll also find freeze-dried fruits like bananas, peaches, and cinnamon apple wedges. So those are fun. The kids really like to try those. If you haven't literally just come from Cape Canaveral, where you were like at NASA, then this might be their first time trying Astronaut Snacks. So I think that'll be really fun for them over at Mission Space. All right, now we're gonna head over to Sunshine Seasons. We're gonna talk about my guilty pleasure, which of course is the specialty cupcakes and treats in the Sunshine Seasons bakery case. So these change all the time, but the majority of them are going to be found exclusively at this location. You're not going to find them anywhere else in Walt Disney World. So some of my favorites, of course, those rose gold ears cupcakes, the PB&J whatever. Like they started out with a PB&J flower pot cupcake a couple of years ago. Then it moved to the PB&J snowman cupcake this past Christmas season. And then for Festival of the Arts, they moved it to kind of a PB&J artist palette cake. So you never know what that PB&J form is going to take. And by the way, PB&J is peanut butter and jelly, in case you're not an 80s kid like me. But whatever they're making that's peanut butter and jelly in that bakery case is going to be really, really good. So definitely go for it. But another one of my favorites is, of course, that Mickey whoopie pie, that red velvet Mickey whoopie pie. And then I also love that turtle brownie, which I've talked about on the channel before. So lots of good stuff in that Sunshine Seasons bakery case. Oh, and we also just reviewed a vegan cupcake in the bakery case there at Sunshine Seasons. It's really good. It's got a pineapple and coconut filling. I wasn't sure I would like it. I'm not a vegan, but I was actually really impressed with the moistness of the cake, and the frosting was excellent. All right, now we're gonna head over to Mexico and get the party started with a Fiesta Margarita. Now here's the little background on Fiesta Margaritas. Those of us who remember back when the original margarita kiosk was in Mexico, in Epcot's Mexico, it was over to the right of the pyramid. They used to sell Fiesta Margaritas, which was a 3-layered, kind of triple flavored margarita. They were really strong and knocked you down pretty quickly when you started your drinking around the world with those. So then they took down that margarita kiosk, and for a long time you could only get your margaritas in La Cava del Tequila or over at Cantina de San Angel. Well, now we've got Chosa de Margarita over there, which is the replacement margarita kiosk basically, and that one brought back the Fiesta Margarita. I was so happy. So this is gonna be 3 flavors again: passion mango, wild strawberry, and classic lime. Frozen margarita layered. It's so good, and it is still incredibly strong. So just a heads up on that. But for those of us who are old school Epcot fans, you can get the Fiesta Margarita still. It's just in a different location. If you're looking for a non-alcoholic option, you can get the Conga here, which is a frozen Mexican punch. Really yummy. Orange, pineapple, and grapefruit juices with a splash of grenadine. And of course, there are also those non-frozen margaritas and great sort of tapas in there at La Cava. All right, let's head over to Norway. There's plenty to talk about at Norway in terms of exclusive Epcot snacks. First up, we'll talk about the school bread. This is one of our favorites. You know, it's a sweet bread filled with vanilla custard cream, topped with icing and toasted coconut. Sweet without being too sweet, and just the right amount of filling. So we do love it, but I know some people don't. Let us know in the comments if this is not your favorite or if it is your favorite. There's lots more items at Kringla to try. There's the troll horn, which is that old school favorite that just came back, a flaky pastry cone filled with thick whipped cream and cloudberry jam. They've got those sweet pretzels. They've got a brand new troll cream spiked slush, which is a cranberry and vanilla slush topped with Bacardi Dragonberry rum, whipped cream. And then of course they've got that rice cream as well. Plenty of good things to try at Kringla in Norway. Over in China, let's talk about the curry chicken pocket. You will find this savory treat at Joy of Tea in China. It's a flaky sesame pastry filled with curry chicken. Pretty simple, but it's a good midday snack. Now you'll also find at Joy of Tea the Tipsy Ducks in Love, which I can remember when they first debuted this years and years and years ago, and it finally got onto the full-time menu. We were so excited. This is a combo of iced coffee and tea, Jim Beam, and whipped cream. And it sounds weird, but trust us, this is a cult favorite for a reason. So grab that Tipsy Ducks in Love if you are of age and interested in one of those kind of sweet, rich, alcoholic drinks. All right, heading over to Germany, we're gonna head to Caramel Kucha, of course. This place smells amazing, because there's a ton of Werther's caramel melting inside. And there's, of course, their signature treat is the caramel corn made with Werther's caramel. It's really good. Melt in your mouth. They do a great job. The only person who makes better caramel corn that I know of is my dad. So AJ's dad makes really, really good caramel corn, and if you're very lucky, he may send you some at Christmas time. But although the Caramel Kucha caramel corn doesn't hold a candle to my dad's caramel corn, it's still really, really good. Over here, you can also get delicious caramel apples, other caramel candies. I love that pecan caramel bar. And then there's the caramel bacon square, all kinds of good stuff there at Caramel Kucha. Okay, heading over to Italy, there's several things that happen to be at a place that they just called the gelato cart, basically. But some of our favorites are the Affogato, and this one is fior di latte gelato drowned in espresso and topped with chocolate coffee beans. This is great kind of grown-up flavor for sure. And then they have a bunch of really over-the-top, really gorgeous sundaes here. They're super expensive, so heads up on that, but they're beautiful and they're delicious. And we like the Coppa Delizia, which is a strawberry fior di latte gelato, cookies and cream, strawberry sauce, whipped cream, all topped with a fresh strawberry. Gorgeous, super expensive, so heads up. The Cannoli Cupcake is also here, and this is kind of a layered cupcake. It's almost like a trifle. So the bottom layer is a creamy sweet ricotta and chocolate chips. The middle is a vanilla bean cupcake, and then there's a bunch of ricotta icing. To top it off is a mini cannoli. It's really good. I've had it a couple times when it's been a little stale, so heads up, but I've had many people let me know that it's back on the up and up. So Cannoli Cupcake, want to make sure you know about it. Okay, next thing you need to know about in Epcot is the American Dream. This is in the America Pavilion at the Fife and Drum Tavern. So this is a combo of blue raspberry and strawberry slushies with vanilla soft serve in the middle. It's fun and flavorful. It's been there for years, and everybody knows this is the only place you can get it. They did approximate it at Sleepy Hollow one time for, I think it was for President's Day, where they had a similar sort of thing on offer for maybe like a week. And then also for the Guardians of the Galaxy mixtape sessions in the summer, they do introduce a similar option with an alcoholic and non-alcoholic option. So stay tuned, they may introduce some different ones, but the American Dream is the only one that's here kind of non-stop. It's a consistent one. All right, over in the Japan Pavilion, we want to talk about kakigori. This is basically shave ice, but it's this huge shave ice. You can pick from strawberry, melon, cherry, or tangerine, or even rainbow of all the flavors. You can top it with sweet milk, sweet strawberry, or sweet cherry for just $1 more. And that's what makes it unique to here in Epcot. Also, you can find the green tea cheesecake as well. Not my favorite, but maybe that's something that interests you. So kakigori you can find over at Kabuki Cafe, which is right at the front of the Japan Pavilion. All right, let's head over to Morocco. In the Morocco Pavilion, the thing we're gonna recommend for your unique snack to Epcot is, of course, the baklava. The Morocco Pavilion doesn't have too many snack options, but they do have that little bakery in the back of Tangerine Cafe, where they've got some good stuff on a rotating basis, but they do always have good baklava back there. So if you're a baklava fan, definitely grab that. All right, heading over to France, let's go to Les Halles. It's impossible to just pick one item at Les Halles. There's so many delicious things here. The duo is white chocolate and dark chocolate mousse cake topped with dark chocolate glaze and white chocolate flake. It's chocolate, chocolate, chocolate. And the frangipane is my favorite. Of course, it's just an almond croissant, basically. One of the best things I've ever had at Les Halles. I don't know why I love it so much, but I'm addicted to it. There's the jumbo macaron, which is a light, flaky pastry sandwich filled with tart lime cream and fresh raspberries. They've just got so many things here, you guys. You definitely have to make it over to Les Halles and check it out. And don't forget, this place opens at 9 a.m. every day. So even though the World Showcase doesn't open till 11, you can get into Les Halles for breakfast and mimosas, by the way, Mom and Dad, at 9 a.m. All right, also in the France Pavilion, let's go to Artisan des Glaces. This is the ice cream location. And again, this little tiny spot is a powerhouse of awesome snacks and unique snacks to Epcot. There's the croque glacé, which is basically their warm, cold, chewy, crispy ice cream sandwich that they make. They take your choice of ice cream, put it in a brioche bun, hot press it in a waffle iron, and then they put a bunch of sauce inside too. Oh, it's so good. Definitely get one of those, but share it for sure, because they're huge. They also have the ice cream martini here, which is 2 scoops of your choice of ice cream or sorbet, a shot of Grand Marnier, whipped cream vodka or rum on top. And then they have the macaron ice cream sandwiches, which also change out for the seasons. So many good things here if you don't just want a couple of scoops of their incredible ice cream, which is made in-house. Also in the France Pavilion, the crepes. There's a little crepe stand outside. Now, they don't make the crepes right in front of you the way they used to. And by that, I mean they don't sort of like spread the batter on the crepe griddle the way that they used to. They have pre-made crepes now, unfortunately, but they do still heat them in front of you and then put the fillings in front of you. So if you're a crepe fan, go ahead and head over there and grab one. They do have those yummy Nutella ice cream ones, several different flavors. So if you're a crepe fan or if you're looking for something light for breakfast, head over there to the France Pavilion to the crepe stand. All right, I want to tell you about the maple popcorn. You can find this in the Canada Pavilion. They used to have it in Frontierland in Magic Kingdom, but now it is exclusive to the Canada Pavilion at the popcorn cart in Canada. So you can smell this one as you're walking up. It's a little lighter than expected, kind of like kettle corn. And don't forget, you can fill up your refillable popcorn bucket too at this location and at the gourmet popcorn location over by the land that I mentioned first up in this video. All right, next, the Stowaway Mary. This is another one I teased at the beginning of this video. You'll find this over at Refreshment Port, although it may switch up a bit during festivals as well. You'll always find a unique Bloody Mary variant, and that's what this is. So the Stowaway Mary version is your classic Bloody Mary made with absolute vodka, but the topping takes it up a notch to blue cheese stuffed olives, celery, tomato, chicken breast nuggets, but sometimes they change out the chicken breast nuggets for shrimp. So during the Festival of the Arts, there's a glazed pork belly Bloody Mary topped with maple IPA glazed pork belly, pickled carrots, celery, stuffed olives, and a cherry tomato. So you never know what's going to be on the top of that Bloody Mary, but you can guarantee it's going to be at least a good-sized snack. And then finally, I want to talk about Poutine. The Poutine is one of my favorite additions that really just started in Epcot in January of 2018. Luckily, it has stayed the course, and we can pretty much always find a Poutine variation now at Refreshment Port. They're always serving something. It changes up with festivals usually, but we have seen Poutine at the Refreshment Port since January of 2018. I'm hoping that doesn't change, but I do want to tell you about it just in case you're there and you're craving some fries and some gravy and some cheese curds. Okay, so those are our favorite unique snacks in Epcot. We love them so much. And of course, Epcot changes out its snacks all the time, so these will probably change out, but we'll have to come back and give you an updated version. In the meantime, head over to dfbstore.com and pick up our bundle, which has our DFB guide and all 3 of our snacks guides, which cover all of the parks: Magic Kingdom, Epcot, Animal Kingdom, and Hollywood Studios. We cover all the parks, all the snacks, everything you need to know about the snacks, so that especially if you have a Disney dining plan, this will help you plan out where to use your snacks, because as you know, no snack left behind, right? No snack left behind here at DFB. So don't forget to use code YouTube to get a discount when you head over to dfbstore.com, and thank you guys for your support of the channel. As always, this is AJ for Disney Food Vlog, and we'll see you real soon.